Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. Last time, we gone ahead and battled Wallace, the champion of Hoenn, and in doing so, we defeated him and claimed the title of champion ourselves, thus completing the main story of the game. In this video, however, this is a bonus video that should detail. In this video, I'm actually going to talk about what happens immediately after defeating the Elite Four and the Champion, as well as explaining how to evolve Feebas. So let's go ahead and start it up. As you can see, once you start up, you're immediately teleported back to your room right outside the television for some reason. Goes downstairs and it seems like Norman is home. Hey. It's Brendan. It's been a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. Yeah, because I defeated your real son, Wally. So, That's the impression I get. But your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came to you from someone named Mr. Briny. And got an SS ticket. This will actually come in a bit later in the after game. You can actually do that right now, that side quest, but until then, I'm actually gonna wait and do a few side quests beforehand. I take it for a ferry. If I recall, there are ferry ports in Slateport and Lily Cove. So that's all you need to do, just go to Slateport or Lily Cove and take the boat there. I better get back to Bellaburg Gym. Mom, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away. Is her name really Mom, or... Let's not think too deeply about it.
That dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in a while, and all he talks about is Pokemon. He should just relax and stay a little longer.
That actually sounds like that could be applied to some real-life fathers. Like adult children or something. Man-children.
Is that a breaking news story?
We bring you this emergency news flash.
In various Hoenn locales, there has been reports of a colored Pokemon in flight. The identity of this Pokemon is currently unknown. We've now returned you to the regular movie program. Brandon, did you catch that? What color did the announcer say that Pokemon was?
Now this is different in Pokemon Emerald. If you're playing Pokemon Ruby, the announcer will already say red. If you're playing Sapphire, the announcer is already going to say blue. Now, if you choose red, or if the announcer said red, you'll get a Pokemon, well, a Pokemon will start roaming around the region of Hoenn. If you choose red, or if the announcer says red, the Pokemon will be Latias, which is more defensive than its counterpart, where if the announcer said blue, the Pokemon roaming Hoenn would be Latios, which is more offensive. We'll actually get into more detail over what these Pokemon are actually like. For the meantime, I'm actually gonna choose blue because I personally think that Latios looks a lot cooler than Latias. Just a preference.
Well, isn't that something? There are still unknown Pokemon.
That's pretty much all there is. Now, there is a special technique to finding Latios, but that won't come in till much later. And here's Professor Birch. Whoa, Brandon. It was good work out there. I knew there was something special about you when I first saw you, but never expected this. Oh yes, do you still have the Pokédex I gave you? Well, you raided it when I became champion, but I have something to show you. Let's go to my lab. Now, Brandon and May, I've had the two of you help me study Pokemon. Thanks to your help, new facts are coming to light. It appears that the Hoenn region, there are also Pokemon from other regions. It goes to show how rich and varied the natural environments of Hoenn happen to be. That's why I think it's necessary for me to upgrade your Pokédex to the National mode. Let me see your Pokédex units. So that is what the computer is for.
It's so cool to get my Pokédex updated. It's because you went out and caught so many Pokemon, Brendan.
I caught like 10 and evolved most of them. I didn't even attempt upgrading the Pokédex. Now there's something I have to say for all the other 3rd gen games. If you're playing Fire Red or Leaf Green or Ruby and Sapphire, you'll have to catch at least 60 Pokemon for this to happen. Otherwise, you won't get this. But in Emerald, you don't have to catch so many Pokemon, so here we are. We got the National mode. But listen, you've become the champion, but your Pokemon journey isn't over. There's no end to the road that is Pokemon. Somewhere, there is a grassy patch that's waiting for you. And that's it for the National Dex. So yeah, in Pokemon Emerald, if you become champion, you'll get the National Dex. Which... Sorry, I had to take a drink there. The National Dex, as you may know. As you can see, we have a much more variety of Pokemon. As you can see, all the Pokemon are ordered differently, and take a look at how many Pokemon there are by 3rd gen. Now, I believe the last one on our list is Salamence, which is 373. There is actually a total, by 3rd gen, there is actually a total of 386, but of course by Gen 6 there is, and in the remakes there will be about 721 Pokemon, but in 3rd gen games, only 386. I did not want to check data on Salamence, so let's go ahead and exit that, and pretty much a phone call. Hey, Scott. Hey, Brennan, it's me, Scott. I'm aboard the SS Title now. It feels great to be on the sea. By the way, there's a place I'd like you to invite you to visit. If you're interested, board a ferry at either Slate Port or Lilligove. I'll fill you in on the details when we meet. I'll be waiting. Man, doing all that voice acting really does it really does a number on me, but that's because I haven't done any recording in over 2 weeks. Anyways, straight to the point. We just gone ahead and started up a few things, and item is Doro. Holding up. Oh, it's a shell bell that I still have it on him. As you notice, it's a Goosey. He's still a simple Feebas. This is actually going to be a guide on how to evolve Feebas. Now, I must tell you, in the remakes, all you or what am I saying? In Black and White, it introduced a new concept of evolving Feebas. That is, just give it a Marvel scale and then trade it over, and there you go, it evolves. Any earlier than that, there is very mean way. What you must do instead, if you go to the Pokédev, you'll have to increase the beauty stat to max and then level it up by 1 level. That is how you evolve Feebas, and it is really mean. Now, as you can see, there is a star above Feebas. The more, how to increase the cool, beauty, cute, smart, and tough stats is by feeding them certain Pokeblocks. You get Pokeblocks by, from certain berries if you use the Pokeblocks case and going to the contest hall and playing those mini games. And that star above Feebas, that basically represents its sheen. Every time it's gonna taste a puffin, is going to get another star. Once those stars finally form a circle, Feebas would no longer get any more Pokeblocks, and therefore will not evolve. It's pretty much the same thing in Diamond and Pearl Platinum Gen 4 games, except they're just called Poffins instead of Pokeblocks, and they're made slightly differently. Slightly different. Anyways, let's go ahead and head off to Oldale Town where I can get a flying Pokemon and head up to Lily Cove City. Or more specifically, you want to go to the Berry Master's house and you want to talk to his wife. Now remember how annoyed I was a while ago when I couldn't enter the phrase enter contest? Well, now that we defeated the Elite Four, we can actually do that. And I also found something special that I found out. If you hit select, you can immediately choose letters and go down. So let's go ahead and find challenge. If I can find it, there we go. And go down to contest. Which, like I said, once you defeat the Elite Four, you can actually choose contest. So here is contest right here. Hit OK. And you'll get the Pantry Berry. Now, when you convert the Pantry Berry into a Pokeblock, it will be a level 50 Inti Blue Pokeblock. That increases toughness and beauty, but at level 50, it's gonna do a lot. And naturally, it doesn't hurt to talk to the Berry Master to get out a few more berries, a palm egg, and a corn. I'm curious, did I battle this trainer? No, I did not, so let's go ahead and battle her. I knew I forgot about her in the main story. You know, it's very sad that my HM slave that had like no experience whatsoever actually managed to take out your entire team. Awesome, gonna revive. Now here's the idea. If you have a Pantry Berry, you can only get the berry once a day. So, to help make up for that, we're gonna have to plant that Pantry Berry, which I believe is number 32. Yep, Pokeblock ingredient planted in loamy soil to grow Pantry. Pantry, I already explained how awesome it is, so let's go ahead and plant that. And it's actually a good idea to water it. And what I also say is that you should save your game right here and then wait a while. And like I said, if you have the emulator on, make sure that it's set to real time. Otherwise, yeah, you're pretty much gonna be stuck here. But thankfully, with that Berry Master wife giving me a berry and recognizing that the days have changed, I'm not gonna worry too much about the time, since I know for a fact that time is indeed rolling. So basically, what I say is plant it, save the game, come back in a few days, and come back each day to water it, grab some more Pantry Berries from the berry wife, and then go ahead and pick the berries and repeat. That's pretty much all there is to it. So I'm actually going to stop the recording, come back a few days, and then go ahead and repeat the process until I get a few Pantry Berries. Probably 2 or 3 are probably enough for Pantries, alright? So see you in a bit. Or to you, 1 second, to me, probably 5 days. Okay, did I say a few days? I don't even remember if I said see you in a few days, because it actually been 7 days, guys, because it turns out that it takes 3 whole days for Pantry Berries to fully bloom. So I got my head and did that twice, gone ahead and plant that 1 Pantry Berry to get 2, and then plant those 2 to finally get 4. So right now I have 4 Pantry Berries. Get down to 32. Yeah, I actually thought that I could talk to the Berry Master's wife multiple times in order to get more and more Pantry Berries, but apparently no. She only gives 1 Pantry Berry per game, per save file. That is really mean. But yeah, anyways, I got my head and fought the trainers on this route. That's why Flying Wing and Diver have fainted. Wait, before I fly off, let me show you what I took to entertain myself with. Not talking to frickin' Knob. But watch this. Yay, I can make you run wicked fast. Well, not Brendan, but make you turn wicked fast, lady. Strangely, you have to move 2 steps in order to get her to turn this way, well, as opposed here, where she'll turn instantaneously. But anyways, got my head, got the Berry Master berries this morning. But anyways, the Pantry Berries will evolve Feebas, but not in their pure form. Instead, I'm gonna have to go to the Pokemon Center in Lily Cove City. And you have to go to the contest hall in Lily Cove City. Of course, that's the case for Emerald, because this is the only contest hall in Emerald. But in the remakes and the Ruby and Sapphire, there would be contest halls scattered all over the place. But Lily Cove is the best place because you get these machines right here. Now, in every other place, you're gonna have to either play alone or play with this old man or play with these 2. But instead, you really want to play with these 4. They will get you the best berries. Oh dear, you look like you're good at vending. Would you like to join us? Yes. And yes, I do. Basically, what happens is that, well, better than to show you. Here is the Berry Blender. Basically, you go ahead and select the berry that you want to blend in order to make Pokeblocks with, though I'm gonna start off with the Pantry Berry. Now, you can check the tag, and as you can see, it is very soft. You really want something that is very soft because they can get all the way up to level 50 if it's very soft. And depending on its firmness, depends on what level it's going to result in. And your best bet is pretty much your Pantry Berry. So let's go ahead and use the Pantry Berry. And basically the spinner is gonna spin around and you want to tap A to get points. Hit multiple times at the beginning to get more points. Got a miss there. Two miss. I did not want that. So I ended up in 3rd place because I got those 2 misses, but thankfully it should be close to level 50. Yes, actually at level 50. So basically you want it to, as it spins around, you basically want to tap A when it's pointing to you. When it's lined up pixel to pixel, you'll get a perfect. If you're just in the range, you'll get a okay. Anywhere else, and it'll count as a miss. I do not want to blend another berry, I'll do that off screen. But now that you got an Indigo Pokeblock, you want to scroll down to your Pokeblock case and use an Indigo Pokeblock. Now, now you'll see that the natures are right there, right next to them. I see that Diver is also modest. Basically, depending on their nature, they'll like different flavors. If it's a flavor that they don't like, it's gonna take more Pokeblocks to max out their stats. Otherwise, if it's a nature like Modest, which means they really like dry berries and dry Pokeblocks, yeah, they're going to get their beauty stat maxed out very fast. So I suggest getting a Pokemon that is Modest. Actually, I'll list off to the side of the screen all the natures that are good for dry Pokeblocks. But anyways, let's go ahead and feed it the Indigo Pokeblock. Happily ate the Indigo Pokeblock, that's really good. And take a look! A lot in the beauty and a lot in the toughness. You basically want to do that a few times, and also the other berries that I tend to use because I want to save up at least one Pantry Berry. The other berries I recommend using would be your Cornberry. I never did that because I only have one. And Kelpsy berries are also really good. Same goes for the Blackberry and Oranberry. I prefer using Blood because they can get up to level 26 as opposed to the Oranberry that can only get up to level 10. So off screen I'll go ahead and get some more Indigo Pokeblocks. Okay, going ahead and blended some more Pokeblocks. So let's go ahead and use the Pokeblock case. So let's go ahead and use them on Ususemi. Now I can probably get it maxed out in beauty if I kept on using the rest of my Pantry Berry, but I decided to save one more just so I can... replant them if I ever want to in the future, since you can only get one in the game unless you replant them. So let's go ahead, keep feeding these Pokeblocks, and it's already very close. So let's go ahead and use another Indigo. This is a weaker one because I used my Kelpsy Berry instead. Okay, getting really close, so let's go ahead and use this 12. Okay, and I believe it only needs one more, so let's go ahead and use this regular blue. And if you see those stars, yeah, if they complete a full circle, Feebas would be full and not be able to eat any more Pokeblocks, so watch out for that. Make sure they have very high level. Okay, I think that is getting really close. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and feed it one more Pokeblock, so I'm going back to making another one. Okay, I probably should have used my Hondu Berry instead of... yeah, one of my Hondu Berries instead of the Chesto Berry like I did. That doesn't matter because there's still plenty left, so I accidentally got a purple one, which is gonna be completely useless. So instead I'll just go ahead, because as you can see it's not dry, so let's go ahead with the Indigo one. And that should be the last one before Utsukushi is full. Remember the last time when I accidentally named it Utsusemi? As it turned out, Utsusemi is an actual Japanese word, but I forgot exactly what it means. But anyways, you can go ahead to the Pokénav to go ahead and check on condition. And as you can see, you can kind of eyeball it, and if you can see a pixel overlapping the gray part, you can tell that that means that the beauty stat is full. Now all you need to do is just level up your Feebas. Now you can go ahead down to the yellow wild, fight some wild Pokemon and such, even use a EXP share. But it's better if we just go ahead and use one of our rare candies, just to quickly get it over with. It took forever to do it. I wanted to do it in the main story, but I'm just glad that I finally got it. And take a look at this beauty. Don't ask me why his overworld sprite is purple, kind of reddish, but here it is. Finally got an Ususemi, and with Marvel's scale ups defensive suffering, which is really, really nice. So I already got a ribbon, and basically do whatever you want. Enter it in contests. It would obviously, since its beauty stat is maxed out, is going to do excellent in the first round on with contests. Otherwise, Ususemi learns a lot of good moves. It has move like it can learn Hydro Pump and Range Dance, which in combination becomes very, very good. But anyways, and yeah, that's what you do in contests. You basically win ribbons by showing off your Pokemon. Ribbons, what do? They do nothing. They're just there for gloating rights, kind of like the Adventurer's Mark in Bravely Default, except much easier than the Adventurer Mark. Oh my gosh, that was so difficult. But anyways, finally got Usukushi. I gotta get used to that. Finally got Usukushi to evolve. And well, I will keep it up in the front of the team, even though that is kind of weak for this part of the game, since I never bothered to level it up when it was a Feebas. But now, as a Milotic, it is awesome. So, I hope to see you in the next bonus video. I hope you really enjoyed this guide. See you guys next time.